We should probably charge niggas for listening to our conversations before we record, to be honest. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. This Birds of a Feather podcast with your boy Q City.
Your boy Taj Bravado.
And we are back with the betting pod for week 6. Getting into it, let's go ahead, get right off the rip. So wasn't no Falcons games last week. So we had a shortened betting pod on week 5. Going through last week is obviously going to be a little short because we ain't got a Falcons game to talk about. But we did change up the scheme a little bit, right? So we're both doing 3 picks, then we're doing our lock of the week, and then we're doing an upset. I haven't really figured out the scoring system for this yet. So whenever we get a scoring system, we'll put it back in. For right now, we just going based off the record, right? But probably like upsets worth 3, lock of the week worth 2. I don't know. The games are worth 1. That sounds good, actually. I'll go back and do that later.
That got tremendously then.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do that, and you're pretty far ahead right now. So going into it, that was off the dome. That was nice. I should have just thought of that earlier. My 3 picks: Minnesota at Cleveland. Cleveland 4.5. They barely eke that one in. So thank God for that. Miami at Carolina. I had Miami money line. You was on the opposite side of me with Carolina money line. So obviously you won that one. I was right for like 45 minutes of that game until they just decided that Rico Dowell could just run however much he wanted to. It actually did not matter.
Yards.
Yeah, bro, like I know Miami's buns. Don't get me wrong. I know they buns, dog. 200 yards is crazy. 200 yards is crazy, bro. And then Kansas City and Jacksonville, I was taking KC and saying they was going to win by 3.5. And up into that touchdown, I was right until obviously their defense can't hold water. So I went 1 and 2 on my picks. So your 3 picks, you had Houston and Baltimore. Yeah, cash. Obviously that should have been a lock of the week. That was a clear one. Miami at Carolina. Obviously you was on opposite sides, and then Washington at LA. You called that one.
Bill.
You called that one. And I don't know. I didn't love that, even though they were going cross country. But Jaden was back. But them boys was dancing. Them boys was practicing dancing before the touchdown. That was crazy work. that was crazy work. Then my lock of the week. My lock of the week just happened to be your upset of the week. We were on opposite sides of it. My lock of the week, I had Buffalo money line. Your upset of the week, you had New England money line. Obviously, you won that one. Like, obviously, you won that one. So, but my upset of the week cashed as well. I had Tennessee at Arizona. I had Tennessee money line. Tennessee won that one. So, hey, my upset came in.
Wildest series of events. Like,
hey, look, bro, you won off of fucking Rico Dowdle going bananas.
Look, there was no fluke in that. Listen, Cardinals had a 76-yard touchdown. Dude dropped it at the 1-inch line. Cam Ward throws a pick, they fumble, and then they recover it in the end zone.
Hey, look, man.
See, exactly.
You win how you win. You win how you win. Your lock of the week did not hit either.
It didn't. It was close though.
Yeah, hand grenades and horseshoes.
Sam Darnold threw a pick, but both of them boys was breathing fire.
What's it called? So you were at Tampa and Seattle money line. Obviously I didn't catch.
I just want to speak on that Seattle and Buccaneer game just to laugh at the Panthers real quick, because we were watching 2 quarterbacks that the Panthers said wasn't good enough. Go back and forth. They got Bryce Young.
It's a sad life. Yes, I picked the Titans. See, this is why you tune in, man. Tune in, follow the pod. We give our picks out every year. We give our picks out every week. I definitely did pick the Titans as my upset pick last week. And it's all on wax. You can follow us on Twitter. You can see my picks there as well.
Huh? This all logic, right?
Yeah,
he was here.
Or
maybe he left. Maybe he left before we got.
But like, hey, whatever picks we say right here, like I post these on Twitter, and then we also like post the ticket. Well, I don't post the tickets anymore, but like, yeah, we do these bets like for real. So, right now I'm sitting at a 9-16 overall record. I got 4 points in our new point system. You got 6. So 6-4. Well, I'll start keeping track of that. Starting this week. But yeah, it's not a good start out for the boy.
Yeah, everyone can't be above 500,
So my overall record is 9-16, which is okay. Yeah, it's 9-16. Your overall record is 12-12-1.
5 games under 500.
Bro, I was at this point.
No, you got.
Bro, I was at this point last year.
You gotta add 2 more to that.
I was at this point last year.
You gotta add 2 more to that, though. You gotta add 2 more to that, though.
What?
Do the points not apply to that or not?
Nah, this is just your overall record.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Because we started this at the beginning of the season.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, right. Still.
Yeah.
We 500.
Yeah, so.
We going Buzz Lightyear this week.
Are you at 500? Because you're at 12-12-1.
Hey, look, we going Buzz Lightyear this week.
To the moon, or wait, to
infinity and beyond.
All right, chill. I'm 9-16. What's that? 7 games under? I've been worse. I'm not tripping. I've been worse.
That made my stomach hurt.
I've been worse.
I got indigestion here.
I've been worse while with you. And guess what? Every season,
money the broke niggas around.
Every season I've ended above 500. All right. I'm not worried about it. I'm a little worried about it, but I'll be good by the end of the season. I got faith. So my 3 picks. Arizona at Indy. I got Arizona +7. I definitely think after last week they're gonna come out with their hair on fire. Indy did get a lose. Indy lost last week, if I'm not mistaken. Who they lost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of I think it was the Raiders. It was like so, Indianapolis had an interesting week, and this meme I seen may not be appropriate for all, but it was hilarious to me. So it was a meme of 2 people shaking hands, right? It said Raiders. It says getting carved up in downtown Indianapolis. Raiders defense and Mark Sanchez.
That's hilarious. That is messed up, but that's hilarious. What's it called? Yeah, they beat the Raiders. They lost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
they're coming off a win. That doesn't change it at all.
It was like 40 something to 6 or 13 or something like that.
I love a touchdown. They are probably a touchdown better than Arizona, but I expect Arizona to keep it close.
And this is the battle of the former Eagles coordinators.
It is, right? One offense, one defense. So I definitely kind of took that into consideration. The other spread that was super high that this is the second highest or third highest spread of the week. I took the second and third highest spreads of the week. The highest spread of the week is 14.5. Who do you think it is?
I really ain't got a clue.
Who do you think is 14 points worse than another team? Think injuries.
Oh, what, the Niners?
Nah. Quarterback out.
Oh, Bengals.
With a toe. Yeah. Now, who you think they playing that they think they're 15 points underdogs to?
I mean, it's kind of believable.
They're playing the Packers.
I can see that. That could look. The Bengals look. Bengals have no O line, right? And who's playing quarterback? Parsons is licking his.
Flacco's not playing. Flacco's not playing. It's still
what's his name?
Brown. Yeah, it's still Browner.
Barbecue. This is Parsons.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Damn, he sacked him already.
That's why I saw 15 and part of me wanted to take it. I'm not gonna lie. I might still put a little on it, but like that's not gonna be one of my official picks. I can't because I'm gonna be sick when I look at that game and it's 45-7. I'm gonna be like, yo, why did I pick that dumb shit? And I know I'm gonna put it on a parlay because I know me as a person and I chase my losses. But never bet anything you can't afford to lose. Going on, my second game is Seattle at Jacksonville. I'm taking Seattle money line on that. Even though they're traveling cross country, Jacksonville is off a short week, off a big win in which they, this was Trevor Lawrence's first good game of the year. He hadn't been playing super great. That defense had been holding him, and yet again the turnover luck continues for the that turnover wasn't necessarily luck, but the high turnover rate continues for the defense. So I'm picking Seattle in that one. And then the second highest spread of the week, Denver at the New York Jets. I'm taking the New York Jets plus 7.5. I'll expect them to keep that game kind of close.
I think the Jets stink, so we'll see.
I think they buns, but like they've been a scrappy team consistently.
Yeah, real. You know who else was scrappy? The 0-16 Lions.
The Lions covered the spread a lot during that season.
Yeah, but they didn't win a game.
They didn't win a game. I don't need them to win a game. I need them to keep it within 8 points.
I don't think they don't.
It's a difference. We're betting. We're not talking about like winning and losing here. It's difference. So you're
gonna lose some money on that one, babe.
Well, we're gonna see on that one. Your 3 picks. Tennessee at Las Vegas. You're picking Tennessee this week. This is your first time picking Tennessee. How you feel? Sweating this out. Do you just think Las Vegas is that terrible?
I think Vegas is bad, and not to say that I think Tennessee is going to just go on a win streak, but sometimes it's nice to see the ball go in the hoop.
Yeah. You got to learn how to win, right?
Yeah.
Like, I see that one. Detroit at Kansas City. You expect the KC slide to continue because you got Detroit money line there.
I feel like Detroit is just like I have my questions about the coordinator stuff, but yeah, the machine is still well oiled.
Boy, they putting belt the ass on everybody they see, boy.
Yeah, so it's like week one it was like okay, maybe they, but nah, they was like that was a fluke. We still here. We gonna run the ball. We gonna play action. We gonna get the weapons involved. It don't matter.
Hand around the wrist, moving in a circle, boy. Just belt to ass. And in Chicago at Washington, you was on Washington last week. You're fading them this week. You're taking Chicago money line.
I like the Commanders.
Chicago might be good.
I don't know if they're good. Like I look at these two teams kind of like around the same level, but I like more of what the Bears got going on than the Commanders. And then I feel like Caleb gonna have like a chip on his shoulder because it's like this dude, like everybody talking about him like I'm a bum or something. Like,
I mean, Jaden won Rookie of the Year. Jaden won the matchup last year, as fluky as it was.
Yeah, so he said they over here trying to call me a bum. Like, nah, I'm not going for that.
Caleb has been playing good ball this year, man, and he's found Komet. He's found
Luther Burton went nuts too.
Went bananas, bro. And Roma Dunze actually looks like the NFL wide receiver.
How he did last year? It's just Caleb got to find him because Roma gets open.
Yeah, so
get on the ball.
I think this is going to be. I don't know, but I believe Jaden's one of them ones. So I think that's going to be tough. Lock of the week. What do I absolutely think, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is going to happen? Dallas at Carolina, Dallas money line. I do not see Dallas losing that game under any circumstance. Not even for momentum's sake, just because like Carolina got to show me. You got to show me Rico Dowdle running for 200 yards again.
Hey, I'll just say this: the Cowboys ain't good versus the run, and Rico Dowdle's going against his former team.
Yeah, you got to show me. You got to show me. You make me a believer. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see it happening twice. Your lock of the week. LA Chargers at Miami Dolphins. What you seeing there?
The Dolphins just giving it out. They're throwing a little women in a circle.
Yeah, boy.
They just giving it out.
Boy, getting passed around like a last fifth at a frat party, boy. This shit is terrible. Like, I thought Miami was gonna be halfway decent this year, bro.
They ain't got no trenches. The owner's getting frustrated. This is a This is honestly a desperation game for the Dolphins, but I think McDaniels has lost the locker room.
And that's the thing. So this is week 6. They lose this. They're 1-5. Honestly, the sad part about it, I don't think you make a coaching change. I don't know when their bye week is. But if you let them get to the bye week, you might as well let them finish the season, right? Or at least, run it out. You're not going to be a playoff team under any circumstance. This is going to be a lost season.
The owner already frustrated, and they have fired a coach before in Adam Gase. So,
yeah, but I think it's pretty cut and dry. He's not making it to next year.
So you might as well just go ahead and be like, look, because the thing is, they might just clean house,
start the coaching search early.
Or just get a good look at because they have a potential candidate in their defensive coordinator, Anthony Weaver. They might want to give him a chance because he's someone that we interviewed when we were going through our process, and he's a respected individual in the league. So, maybe they'll be like, Mike, we're gonna let you go. We want to see what Anthony could do for the rest of the season.
And they went super smart offensive guy. Usually you go opposite, right? Like you try to looking for. Whoop, we're back. All right. Maybe they're looking for more of a defensive guy, more of a hard-nosed guy, more of a no-nonsense type of guy, as opposed to, McDaniels, who I'm not saying he's just like nonsense or allowing everything to happen, but he does a little laissez-faire, right? Like he seems a little laid back. It doesn't seem like the respect factor is there as much as it could be.
Nah, because the thing is, they don't take the man. Because the thing is, like, he's small. He look like a nerd. Like, he's probably no real respect there for like just. It's like he's a whiz kid with the run game, but it's like
sad but true.
He's not really. Like I think he just needs to go back to the lab and just hone in on some stuff. Maybe he can come be a consultant for a team. A coordinator in Atlanta could use some help. Just throwing it out there. But yeah,
I don't know. Since he came down to the field, granted it was one game.
It was one game.
Looked like he was worth a damn.
I mean, but maybe this dude could show him how to use this generation of running back he has in his backfield. I mean, just put some stuff in his ear. Show him how to use some actual play action and stuff like that. Nothing major.
Nothing crazy. All right. Now getting to the upset of the week. New England at New Orleans. I got New Orleans. I just think hoping this one cash, right? Like my thinking on it is New England just came off a huge win. Right, flying sales high. I think they're a good team, a decent team. That team loses to a bad team every year. New Orleans, I think, is a bad team. I think this is the time to get them, right? Coming off that high. That's my only thinking there. Schematically, I don't feel like they have any advantage. I definitely feel like New England has shown that offensively they can hang with anybody. That defense is getting healthier and turning the corner, so that one kind of makes me scared. But we made it a thing that, like, if you're going to pick an upset pick, it's got to be money line. And there were no other spreads that I felt comfortable going money line with. Like, I don't see anything else that I absolutely love. For you, Cleveland at Pittsburgh, you taking Cleveland money line. You're a bold man. You're a bold man. Just tell me what you think.
Well, that defense in Cleveland is real. Pittsburgh, they have not been living up to their reputations thus far. So it's like I feel like if Pittsburgh can't score, I don't know if they can really win. Because Myles Garrett is looking at these tackles and whoever else they got and licking his chops. And then I don't really expect their new addition, Tyson Campbell, who is an upgrade over what they had as their number 2 corner. I don't really know what the Steelers are like. This gonna be a tough game for the, and this is a division game. It's gonna be a close game. But I think Stefanski is a good enough play caller to, get you at least 17. I think
you 17 realize Dylan Gabriel didn't throw a pass above like 10 yards.
He don't have to. They're gonna run the ball. The running back they got pretty good. The rookie, he Quinshon Judkins, he's pretty good. The Steelers defense ain't been pretty good.
They haven't been great. But
you don't got. The thing is, I'm not asking Gabriel to win them the game. I'm just asking Gabriel to not fuck it up. And mind you, Gabriel didn't turn the ball over against a Brian Flores defense, and he had to wake up early for that game too.
This is true. Did Penix turn the ball over against Brian Flores though?
No, he did not.
Does Brian Flores' defenses cause a bunch of turnovers, or did they just
they cause a lot of confusion because you got to think this was Gabriel's first ever start.
That's true, and he put up 17 points.
Yeah, like no turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers defense is cool, but the Steelers defense ain't that. Like so when you say he didn't throw a pass over that, because that Vikings defense isn't really going to give you the deep stuff. They're going to let you take underneath if you don't get too confused. And he didn't get confused. He took underneath. He took what was available. I think there's going to be more meat on the bone this week versus the Steelers. Upset of the week, lock.
All right, well, those are our picks for the week. Getting into the Falcons game. Buffalo at Atlanta. We both took Atlanta money line. Don't even think that's a homer pick. I think this Bills team could be had, like we talked about in the Falcons pod. Now on the props, I'm 11-9, right? On the props, Taj 9-11, just right up under 500. So we both got very, very similar props coming into this week. So you got Bijan at 108.5 rushing and receiving. I got him over 106 rushing and receiving. Basically, damn near the same thing, right? And then you got Penix at 219.5 pass yards. I got him over 220. So once again, damn near the same thing. Where we differ a little bit, I got Pitts on anytime touchdown and London over 60 receiving yards. You got Pitts over 38.5 yards and Drake with the touchdown anytime, right? So just like flipping those a little bit. And then, our pick on the other team, we both decided to bet on Josh Allen, where you got him under 229 yards passing, and I've got him under 2 pass touchdowns. So our pass defense has been pretty legit. And granted, we're going to face probably one of the harder challenges that we've had in a while. But 229 is 230 is not a crazy number that I don't think he's going to get ahead of. And then the 2 pass touchdowns, if he runs a couple in, it is what it is. But getting them through the air might be a little hard unless, they get down to the goal line. They have been pretty good at converting in red zone. But on the offensive end, it looks like we both have the mindset that we're going to need to score and score a good bit, be prolific with the prolific in the run game, or at least prolific featuring Bijan to make sure that we come out of this game with a win.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you hit it on the head.
Something that I've always, if you've listened to me for any point in time, something that I always say is make sure your bets tell a story, right? Like it does not make sense to have, it does not make sense for us to be like Atlanta or Buffalo -4.5, and then all of our bets have Atlanta hitting massive offensive numbers, right? Just as conversely, it doesn't make sense for us to have Atlanta Atlanta +4.5, right? Like keeping it close, and then having the Bills blowing the doors off with like Josh Allen +3 touchdowns or stuff like that, right? Like make sure your bets tell a story. If we're saying that Atlanta's going to win money line, we have a path to say that it's going to win with Penix passing the ball over 220 yards, Allen being kept under check in the pass game, London and Pitts both being involved heavily in that pass game, and Bijan going off for over 100 yards like he usually does, right? Like that's a pathway to an Atlanta win. Your bet is telling a story, right? And so that's where I always try to get in, make sure your bets tell a story. And I know it sounds crazy, taking and betting advice from guys 9-16 on the season or 11-9 with the props. I want to remind you, go back and listen to every single season since Taj has been here in the season before. I did 1 season by myself and 2 with Taj now. This is 3rd season. I have hit above 500 every year. I done cashed out every single year. I promise this works. All right, this method works. You got to trust the process, right? Doesn't look great right now.
But to be fair, like we're not giving y'all all of what we're doing. We're just giving you the ones related to the Falcons when it comes to props. Like, it don't always have to tell a story, but if you're going to be doing it from the same game, yes, it kind of gets to line up with what you think is going to happen.
Absolutely. Like, yeah, over the course of in the sense of over a course of a season, right? So let's say you make a season-long bet for the Falcons to make the playoffs, right? At a certain point in time, it doesn't make sense for you to start betting the other team money line or the other team minus or whatever, right? Because like if you have a feeling that they're going to make the playoffs, you need to tell that story throughout the year with your bets. Just like it makes no sense if you don't believe the Falcons are going to be the 1 seed to literally have Atlanta money line every single game, right? They're not going to go 17-0, obviously. So like that, you can kind of tell it through a season, but yes, week to week on your games, you got to kind of just have a feel for it. And then if you're going to same game parlay it or same game prop it, you definitely got to have it tell a story.
Absolutely.
Now, with that being said, don't bet nothing you can't afford to lose. Don't chase your losses. Listen to what I say, not what I do. Right? And seriously, if you don't bet where it's illegal, and if you ever need help, just call the number, bro. Call the number. Don't gambling addiction's real. Be safe, keep it fun. Right? I will be doing a separate betting pod when the basketball season starts, but that'll be like on a game by game basis. So y'all just tune in for the lives on that one. Excuse me. Appreciate you guys. Taj, you got anything for the people on the way out?
Don't bet your kidneys, you need them.
You know what? Life advice. All right. Appreciate it, you guys. It's me, your boy Q City.
Your boy Taj Bravado.
And we out.
Peace.